We're going to talk about something today that's kind of controversial, and I'm probably going to get some heat from it, and I totally understand. It's weird. We're going to talk about wish lists. Should you put it out there? Is that weird to do? What do you think? All right. I know everybody is posting their Amazon wish list. I get it. Everybody wants this stuff. And you got people doing clear the list. These big companies are just clearing your list, clearing this teacher's list. This teacher got thousands of dollars worth of stuff for their classroom just because they posted this list. But then you have, on the other hand, you have other people who are like, that's kind of tacky to do. I get it. I understand both sides. I just got back from a 10-hour road trip with 5 teacher buddies. Whew. Trust me, a lot was talked about at this time, and it was like teacher therapy. And I get it. But some of the stuff we talked about was Amazon wish list. Now, I wondered how much they tiptoed around this because I happen to dabble in a little Amazon influencery myself. Not a lot, I'm not big into it or anything, but I dabble. So I was wondering if they were holding back. Well, trust me, I've got a couple of friends and they do not hold back. They were going to tell me exactly how they felt about this. And I had 2 friends that were totally against it, and I had 2 friends that were totally for it. And I wanted to listen to both sides because I have been struggling with this. Because sometimes you see people post things that are crazy, like, I'd like a nugget ice maker for my classroom. No, heifer, you want a nugget ice maker for yourself. Don't be doing that. And note to anybody out there doing that, please don't do stuff like that because that gives everybody else that legitimate does this for their kids a bad rap. So please only put stuff on there that you know you're going to use in your classroom. I mean, it could be like a couple of far out things that you're going to use for a project or something, but nothing like, I need the nugget ice maker and I need a Stanley Cup in purple tie dye and I need, no, you don't. So let me tell you a little bit about my personal opinion. I come from a school, we have a 70% poverty level in my school. A very poor district, small, we're extremely small, rural. There's only 2 schools in our whole county. Both are small. We're the smaller of the 2. That being said, there has never been one thing that we asked for as teachers that legit we needed in the classroom or that would help kids in any way that we have never received. Our administration is amazing. If you have good administration, you really don't need anything because they will find a way to provide it. They'll get money from somewhere just so you can help kids. And that's our focus. Like at my school, our number one focus is to help kids. If it helps kids, we'll get it. And our principals tell us that from the get-go. And our superintendent will tell us that from the get-go. If it's something in your classroom that's going to help kids, it's going to help kids advance, it's going to help kids like go to college that normally wouldn't go to college, like that would help them get a job in a certain area that would never get a job, we will find a way to make that work because it's good for kids. And that needs to be the number one focus, not what's good for the teacher. So if you're making a wish list because there's stuff on there that you want that's like, I need the pink leather chair and I need, these 5 posters from this company and they're $25 a piece. Thank you. I can't live without them. No, no, no. So my 2 friends that were totally against this were like, well, it makes it sound like you're begging. It makes it sound like you're saying that your school doesn't give you what you need, that you're having to buy all this out of your own pocket. And I say teachers buy a lot of stuff out of their own pocket. Now, a lot of times it's not necessarily a need, but it's something that we think it would benefit kids, and so we go ahead and get it. Because a lot of teachers do have a caring spirit about them, and that's just in them to buy stuff for their kids. Like I know personally on my list, one thing that I put that might stand out as different is I put peanut butter crackers and like the little, not necessarily the Ritz, but I put the off-brand, whatever the off-brand was, peanut butter and crackers and like cheese and crackers, like in the pre-packaged individual package, because we have kids that come to school that may have not ate all weekend. We've got kids that eat lunch and breakfast, free lunch and breakfast at school, but then they know they're going home and they're not going to eat supper. And if a kid's hungry, I'm going to do everything I can to help that kid. And it is horrible to know you've got kids that are so poor that they cannot afford food at home, that the only time they eat is at school. And it's super sad, especially in the summer. You think about all these poor little kids. I mean, there's backpack programs, and our school's really good about that and getting food to kids that need it. But you know you're going to have kids that don't necessarily have the best home life, or that their parents are struggling. Maybe they're out of work and they can't help it. That's just something that I feel like my kids need. My kids need snacks sometimes. And I'm a teacher that say, go for it. If the snack makes you pay attention and do your work, and I know it's for the good of the kid, you're going to get snack every day in my class. I'm good with that. Now, the pro side to the Amazon list would be such as, an example, my daughter is her first year teacher. We live in Arkansas, and she just moved to Florida 2 months ago. So she lives in Florida now with no mom and dad to help her do anything, no aunts and uncles that are teachers to help her get everything together. Nothing. She's in Florida. We are 10.5 hours away from her. So she did an Amazon wish list, and I'm telling you, it was amazing the response she got, and I was so happy. Her aunts and uncles, that she's got like 5 that are teachers in her family. Her boyfriend's mom's a teacher. She helped out a lot, his family. Just people she knew, kids she went to school with, helping out. It's crazy. But the people that want to help young teachers is awesome. And please, if you get a chance to help a young teacher buy something on their wish list, do it. Because like my daughter Shay, she has nothing and nobody, and she doesn't get paid until like the 15th. Well, her mom and her dad are both teachers, so it's hard for us too, because we don't get paid until August 15th either, and it's not even August 1st. So, it's hard for that. And this is awesome opportunity for that. It helps new teachers get a jump start on what they need. Also helps veteran teachers that need a little kick up in their game. I know for me personally, I teach family consumer science, so I like to do projects. Projects are my jam. I love projects. But projects require a lot of supplies. Like I use a ton of markers and crayons and glue and paper and construction paper and poster board and cardboard. I mean, I get a lot donated, but then there's so much more that we need that we could use to make stuff, to build models like popsicle sticks. You wouldn't think that, but if you got a class of 20 kids building a house out of popsicle sticks, that adds up fast, especially being from a small school. So something like that is amazing to have. A nice pencil sharpener. I have like 150 kids a day in my classroom. One pencil sharpener doesn't cut it, and I love pencils. I'm a pencil girl. So I put on my list, I want some pencils are in there. One of those straw containers that spins out the pencils, I think those are so cute, and I want one. I don't have to have it, but I just put it on there because I thought the kids would love that. That's something, oh, we need a pencil. Miss Newmark's got a pencil. I'll go get one from her. You need to make an environment that the kids want to be at school and want to learn, and that's our number one job. Because if they hate school and don't want to be there, they're not going to hear anything you say. You got to love your kids, and so love them through this wish list. And I think that's the most positive thing you can come from this. I also tell people, like at open houses, we always have parents that come up and say, what can I do to help? Especially kids that are coming, like we are divided up. Our elementary is K through 6, and our high school is 7 through 12, since we're so small. And so we get kids that are especially coming up from like 7th and 8th graders new, that they're like, oh, what can we do to help? Because they're used to helping like in the elementary, and you don't help as much in the high school. And it happens, and I get it. Kids are older. I understand it happens. But you don't get as much love in the high school as you do in the elementary, as far as helping out and what can I do and yada yada yada. It just doesn't happen as much. Now you do still have a few parents, but the number is drastically dwindling down. But you do have some that want to help. So I think it's going to be awesome to have a QR code like on a poster outside my room that has like my wish list on it. That also has another QR code for like description of my class. But I also want to have a handout for those people that do not have these things, that don't have a cell phone, that want to help out, that want to buy Clorox wipes, that want to buy extra paper towels, that want to buy Kleenexes for your classroom. What can they do to help? They want to know. So help them help you. Now, if you're one of these people that are totally against it, and I get it, trust me, because I was on the fence about this, and I'm still iffy on the fence because I know how some people can be pushy and abuse this system. But if you're doing it right, this can be awesome. But now, if you totally are against it, I get it, and I'm not here to change anybody's mind, and I'm not here to start a fight in the comments about this. But if you are totally against it, that's fine. Just look away. Don't try to start crap. Don't be one of those people that are like, well, Miss So-and-so, she is putting up a wish list, and we know she's been teaching for 10 years, and she's got all this stuff in the school, buy her whatever she needs. I don't know why she's putting a wish list up. I don't know why anybody want to help her with those kids. Then don't help her with those kids. Just stay away from it. Just walk away. Act like you don't see it. That's the best thing for everybody. can do an Amazon wish list, and it can come in handy. Great. And I'll give you my wish list. I'll link my Walmart wish list. You can do Walmart, guys. I did not know that. Just found out today. You can do Oriental Trading Company. Really? I love Oriental Trading Company. I can't wait to make one of those either. So I'll do that also and post it a later date. But today I haven't done that yet because your girl's busy-ish. First day I put on makeup in like a week. So I got it today. So here's what we're going to do. So I'll put all that in the description. If you want to look at it, look at it. If you don't want to look at it, you're totally use it. That's great. That's fine. If you want to leave a comment and tell us why you're for pro list or why you're against, that's great too. We're not here to fight. We're not here to fight. But if you have a comment or if you have a strong feeling one way or the other, please let us know. I think in the end, the positive outweighs the negative. That just may be for me. I hope I didn't ruffle too many feathers. But guys, check it out and let me know how you feel. Bye guys. See you next time.